Welcome everybody to another episode of Motorsport Manager, and we are playing the mod F1 Manager 2021. We are in Monaco today, so we are looking for the absolute best setup that we can possibly get, and essentially what we want is something that we can really go after. Put a lot of wing down initially to begin with. I won't be doing the qualifying. Let's go for that. Let's get this together. Let's get the qualifying sorted. For some odd reason, the AI loves the medium tyres. For some odd reason, Monaco is a medium tyre wear track, which I don't understand. We are developing our gearbox. We're looking at sort of going up another level in the gearbox tree. Hopefully that will be done in 11 days' time. We're looking at improving the suspension to the maximum capabilities, which will be 7 days after the Monaco track, or the Monaco race. It's nice to see us splitting the Mercedes and Red Bulls, so we're obviously doing something right in the tyre management side. So we are still more or less half a second behind Lewis Hamilton, which is a bit of a pain. We have split Valtteri Bottas and Perez away from their teammates, the Alpine of Alonso and the quick McLaren of Danny Ricciardo. Terrible time for the Alfa Romeos, and Mazepin's just not getting the same results as Mick Schumacher is. I was sitting there thinking, do I go for the jugular? Whoever doesn't perform this season just goes. Basically, that's it. Whoever doesn't get it just goes. I don't know. I don't know why it's changed. They've changed that. It says 87. See, my setup was 87%. How have they done that? Yeah. Good. I'm just going to give a little bit more wing. We'll leave that there. Give it a little bit softer suspension. There we go. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work now. Well, we just possibly screwed up. Look at that. It was 92% I got right at the start. Oh, we'll go for that one. I think I've just totally ruined Charles's qualifying. That was 87, so we're not that far away, really. I mean, does he want a higher downforce? Does he want less wing? That kind of mucks up the handling. We go a little bit softer over there. Okay. Well, this is probably Charles out of the top 10 now. But yeah, a bit of rain towards the end of the session, so we've got to get our laps in quickly. So Leclerc and Sainz third and fourth, so more or less how it was back in. There's no reason to do another run, guys. Let's leave that. It's getting damp. Don't put the inters on. No, fantastic. The AI tend to put the inters on. So we got Raikkonen, Latifi, Russell, Giovinazzi and Mazepin out. Russell is actually a very good driver. I mean, you can tell that, but this time he's out-qualified by his teammate, which isn't always the best. But yeah, there's a bit of rain here. We should wait until the end of the session. It's going to be one flying lap run. We've got to be very, very careful. Leclerc's just in. Now we need to go back out. Here we go. One flying lap. Boom. Leclerc is second. Oh, Hamilton! Hamilton is out. Hamilton is 15th. He didn't get his time lap in. Something's happened. Whether he crashed or what, because his he must have mistimed it. He must have mistimed his lap. Because now we are second and sixth. So we got Verstappen, Leclerc, we got Verstappen, but Alonso has a good lap. Perez is in there, Ricciardo, Norris, Ocon and Stroll. Well, that is going to be very, very interesting for the race. Wow. So it looks like they definitely did not get out on time. And track position is everything around here. I mean, Lewis Hamilton in this game is an absolute beast. Hamilton in the, I can't remember what his name is in the actual Motorsport Manager game, but he's also a beast. Come on, Sainz. One final lap run. Get in there. Oh, you're joking me. They went back on the Inters. What was the point in that? But Leclerc is matching Verstappen. That is incredible. Sainz is well off. But Perez, Alonso, those cars, we can jump. But it's Ricciardo and Norris behind that worries me. Just because they go on... It's just amazing. But yeah, this is going to really turn this entire race around. And it's a little bit damp. So we're not going to make the same mistake. We're going to start off on the Inters, as they recommend. We'll probably come off the Inters around about lap 12, I would say. Lap 12. It's a 31 lap race. So if we come off about lap 12, lap 14, I reckon. That still leaves us with another 16 laps to go. So, okay, well, we go race trim for now. Let's have a look at the... Oops, let's have a look at the tyres. Do I need to then go for the medium? So he's happy. Fine. Oh, I can't actually change the tyres, can I? Oh, well, I can. 14 to 16 laps, 19 to 21 laps, 26 to 28. Well, I don't want to go for that. I'm going to go for the softs. Then we'll go for the softs. I don't think we'll eke out 15 laps out of those super softs. We'll go for the softs. It's fine. Get 10% performance on those. So, okay, guys. Here we go. Here is the Monaco Grand Prix. We are on the front row. I think it's the first time we've actually qualified for the front row. Just got to look after these tyres. Leclerc's at a poor start. Very, very, very poor start. Poor start for Leclerc and for Sainz. That is not what we wanted, because we have just let Bottas, Perez and Ricciardo go ahead of us. Bottas is now in the lead. Leclerc is dropping places like anybody's business. Everybody is just pushing and pushing with their tyres here, and we are well out of it. We're just so out of it right now. This is just unreal. We've lost the entire advantage. Hamilton is in 12th place, so he's not going to be disturbing us. Leclerc's just jumped up 2 paces to 6. That's exactly what we want. We need to overtake this Alpine in Fernando Alonso, because he's going to be tricky otherwise. He's a hardcore racer. We have just overtaken him, or not. But we're on the inside, so we should have that position now. Ricciardo's no longer pushing his tyres. Well, who's struggling to... How did you get there? Hamilton is now in... Sainz is just dropping back and back and back. I don't get it. Okay, Perez has crashed out now. So Leclerc is back into 3rd position. So we've lost Sergio Perez. Stroll is now up into 4th. There's a 3-way battle here at the back of the... in 4th, 5th and 6th. Sainz is just well down the field. He's just not performing for us at the moment. In this game, which is a shame, because he's an absolute fantastic driver in real life. All of that train, though, he does just need to push straight through, and maybe we're going to see him overtake 2 places. He's done it, so he's into the points. He's overtaken Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton is going to take us back, though. Hamilton is on a charge. He needs to get out of this traffic, but the problem is using such a high engine mode and tyres when you're stuck in that traffic just isn't going to work. Sainz is going to be stuck in that, but as long as he can keep to Lewis Hamilton, we're okay. Now, Leclerc needs to get past, must get past Daniel Ricciardo. We're going to lay the tyres off a little bit here, because we're on lap 4. Sainz is in 10th place. Oh, he's lost a place, he's lost 2 places. The problem with Monaco is you just lose like 3 places every corner that you just don't do anything good with. Hamilton is still scrapping here in 10th and 11th. It's just not any good, is it? It's not any good. So Leclerc is more or less now a full second behind Ricciardo, with 3 seconds in front of Norris. So we're going to leave Carlos Sainz now. We're going to jump over to Charles Leclerc. he split the McLarens up, which isn't exactly ideal. We want to be in that second position, so we're hoping our strategy can take us there. There's 26 laps remaining in this race, but we do not yet want to start going to the soft tyres. I don't know whether it's time just to give the engine a little bit of a rest. Sainz as well, just give the engine a bit of a rest. There's nothing you can possibly do there. Hamilton has worked his way up into 8th position, but he's still in this little scrap, and this is what happens. Bad qualifying. On any other tracks, the Mercedes would just have overtaken everybody, but because it's Monaco and everyone's so packed together in this densely version of Monaco, it's actually quite difficult. So we're still looking at I'd say a lap 12 to 14 change to the soft tyre, which would leave us around about 16 to 17 laps, and you'd be fine on the soft tyres with that. Sainz has really got to get into those podium positions. I could take him... No, I can't take him out. I just get into the even slower runner tracks. We've got about 4 to 5 laps left on these tyres. So I do want to encourage Charles to push a little bit. Sainz has got himself into 10th place, so again we will push. Hamilton's now in 7th, so we do need to look to get past these two Aston Martins, and whoa. Strategy changes are afoot. So the track's slightly damp. "21 laps to go. And a load of people have come in for either soft tyres or medium tyres. Now the majority are medium, which tells me that the AI usually have a pretty good noose for things like this. Now, 21 is right on the cusp. I'm going to have to go medium. This is not what I wanted. I think we've still got another couple of laps in there, though. That's the problem. But do I just go with it? Ricardo's on the... So he will have to pit again. So do we just go long instead? Do we just go on the mediums? I'm going to have to make a call here. And I don't know what that call is. Are they actually going faster? Which is my... Like Lewis Hamilton, for example. Is he actually going faster? Well, he's really pushing the hell out of those medium tyres. Okay. If he says it, let's go. Can I get them both out at the same time? Okay, here we go, guys. Brilliant. Yes. We didn't even double stack that. Oh, that was genius. Okay, guys. This is it. This is what we do. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And we've actually pipped Sainz back out ahead of Vettel, which was... That must have been an absolute scram for the pits to get that done, which is why we are out ahead of Fernando Alonso. Now, he is pushing on those tyres quite hard. Leclerc's back in 3rd, so yes, we have lost out. Well, in terms of... No, we haven't really. He was 3rd anyway. But... Well, essentially from here, I think it's just a foregone conclusion. We don't actually need to manage anything. Leclerc's in a world of his own. He's 3 seconds behind. Bottas is running away with the race. Lewis Hamilton is 4th. So, wow. Okay, Hamilton's on an absolute charge at the moment. He's really pushing those medium tyres. We will start to push, but just not yet. Not yet at all. Got to be careful. Keep on to that 14.9. Still 14.9. 1.910. Yeah, we're dropping back now. We are dropping back. Okay, well let's push on these tyres. Let's give a little back. Not giving Hamilton that third place. Sainz also needs to go full on attack, because we need to pass these cars. Come on. No. Okay, Hamilton's dropping back a little bit, so is Leclerc. I think that Hamilton's closer than we think right now. He is indeed. Danny Ricciardo will need to stop pushing on those super softs, but he's going to have to pit again, so we're in net P2. If those tyres hold, but you just can't get past him. Oh, he has. And is he going to make the move on... Oh, no, he can't make the move on Stroll as well. Don't say sorry, just get past him. Just do it. Yes, he's done it. Well done. Well done, Carlos. And the Alpine's just got past him as well with relative ease. They're going to be in a little ding-dong battle now, so let's just change that back to push. Hamilton is now 4 seconds, so that's pretty good. Let's see where we are, who's next. So we've got Gasly, Verstappen and Schumacher. We should catch these guys. Schumacher in the Haas, Gasly in the AlphaTauri should be catchable and passable. Verstappen is going to be tricky, but if he can't get past the Haas of Michael Schumacher, that has terrible qualifying, then we're all in trouble. Yes, we know the Haas has the Racing Point livery. I think the mod's going to change that soon. We've got Lando Norris in the other McLaren. He's actually doing a pretty sturdy job on the soft tyres, which is actually not too bad. But we go back now to Charles Leclerc, who is doing a good job against... well, where he's at the moment. Hamilton is still ruthlessly pushing those tyres. I think Ricciardo's going to have to come into the pits. He knows he's going to have to come into the pits. So I don't understand why McLaren did that strategy. We have better tyre wear than Hamilton and Bottas, so I'm actually pretty comfortable in our situation. Same as Sainz. Sainz has probably got the best tyre wear in the midfield pack. He's terribly stuck behind Gasly. Oh, he's overtaken him. He's overtaken Pierre Gasly. Alonso will follow. No, he won't. So Gasly's just holding everybody up at the moment, which is fine. Now we're on to Verstappen and Schumacher. If Sainz can get into that battle of Verstappen and Schumacher, he could actually take 2 cars in one go. So we'll see how that goes. We'll move on to this part of the race here where we have Charles Leclerc still in third. He's been caught by Lewis Hamilton now at a rate of knots. Hamilton is on a charge. We're not going to save any engine mode to the end of the race. We're going to keep pushing. We're just going to keep an eye on it now where Delta's not exactly that great. So Danny Ricciardo is now in the pits. So again, net P2, net P3 for us. I'm not hopeful about defending from Hamilton, to be honest with you. So here goes, there's Danny Ricciardo in the pits. Can we catch him? Oh, hang on, we've got virtual safety car. Let's back this right up. Okay, so we've got 53 seconds left for the virtual safety car. We could actually get Sainz. I can't pit Leclerc, it's too late. But I could pit Sainz and get him on a pair on the super softs. Or is track position more vital here? Let's play it through. Because they're not pitting. Will Schumacher pit? No one's going to pit this. So I'm just keen on track position right now. I don't want to do anything stupid. I just want track position. Everybody should keep to the same pace. Now this has really helped out Danny Ricciardo because he should have come in much further behind, which is slightly annoying. So 3, 2. Right, now let's go for it. Right, now we're back up to racing again. Now, if Charles can hold this, now Sainz is just far too far away. from these guys. However, there's only 4 laps left, and I reckon if I go into absolute attack mode, if we catch them, we could be in for a right fight here. Now, Hamilton is going to burn through these tyres. We are just waiting. Just absolutely waiting. No, we've got the tyres. Let's use it. Let's not get him into that position. Sainz is catching. He's catching Mick Schumacher in the Haas at rapid rates. So we need to push. He's got to pass him. He's got to pass him. I'm also conscious about the battle between Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton as well. But we are going to watch this fight because they're just a bit closer. Charles Leclerc, as you can see in the top right-hand corner, is pulling away from Lewis Hamilton. There's 3 laps left in this Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz has to do this. He's got Mick Schumacher in front of him and Verstappen, but Verstappen's just racing away. Verstappen has totally raced away from him. We don't really have the opportunity to use that overtake mode in this, and Sainz has got to push. We're 2 laps away, and I think he's too far. He's too far. I also think that Charles Leclerc has done a fantastic job in pulling away here from Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton just does not have the tyres. He's pushed far too early, but he got back into 3rd place, which actually isn't a bad performance by that there, with sort of 1.5 laps left to go. And Lando Norris pitted for a set of soft tyres, and he is right behind Carlos Sainz now. How the hell did that happen? But Sainz has to keep pushing. We've got to clear this Haas. This Haas is slowing us down, and we've really got to clear this, otherwise we could lose a position. Sainz, he's going to go side by side. He's passed him. We're in 6th position, and he's got to keep it. He's got to keep this. Charles Leclerc is finished in 2nd position ahead of Lewis Hamilton, which is fantastic. And Lando Norris has overtaken Mick Schumacher. Oh, that could have been a brilliant finish for Mick Schumacher. But actually, you know what? 6th position for Carlos Sainz, and he dropped quite a lot at the start to go even behind Lewis Hamilton. It's a great achievement considering where Leclerc started in 2nd. He finished 2nd. Well, he pulled it back. So definitely fair play to him there. But Danny Ricciardo in 4th with a strange strategy. Very, very strange strategy with 2 stops. We just used the mediums. I mean, I think the extra performance on the mediums would have been useful, but I thought we could just about get away with the soft tyres. But never mind. Never mind indeed. But Mick Schumacher, stunning race. Absolutely stunning race. He's going to have to check out his stats afterwards. But another podium. That is exactly what we need. We need podiums. And so does Charles. We need to keep pushing and keep Alpine Racing out of these top 5-6 positions as we get all these points. So let's have a look at the constructors here. 92 points. So we are getting there. We're 27 points now ahead of the McLarens, which is exactly where we want to be. Alpine, after a very good start because of that win there by Esteban Ocon, it's sort of gone back down to 5th. Aston Martin, respectable 6th. There's a bit of a gap building up. Mercedes gap to Red Bull, massive gap to us and Ferrari, small gap from us to McLaren. That McLaren Alpine Aston Martin battle is going to be very, very tricky. But those points for Haas that Mick Schumacher just scored, absolutely invaluable. It's these races that go topsy-turvy is where we want to be. We're going to check out some stats. I'm not... It's bad. Carlos Sainz. For some odd reason, in this mod, he's just not performing. And I desperately want him to perform. Desperately want him to perform. What can we do? What can we do to boost him? I mean, look at where he is in the Drivers' Championship. He's behind Esteban Ocon. He can't be doing that. We need to be ahead of the McLarens as well to carry this fight. And Hamilton got a bonus there because he's got the fastest lap. Wow. Okay. Well, we're Baku next. We do have, it's a fairly long calendar here. Now, you will obviously realise that the track layouts are, as they are, but the actual circuits aren't. This is just because it takes a lot to model the game. And we can't actually make those type of things. happen with the mod, but the mod do a fantastic job. They make it as real as possible, and that is a very, very good chap. This guy's amazing. Look at that. 19, 19, 19. He's fixing rear jack refuel. Do we need a new refueling chap? What's the refueling? Oh, we don't actually refuel. Apologies, we don't actually refuel. Rear jack fixing. Well, that guy's rear jack and fixing. I don't think we need more rear jack fixing. So let me actually reject it, because I don't want that guy. Nor do I want that guy. So rear jack, I think we've got plenty of people actually, and fixing as well. No, we've got plenty of people. So this guy's looking a bit tired, 67. Now let's swap him out. Let's swap this chap out as well, these tyres. Yeah, stops those mistakes from happening. I think we're okay now at the moment. Let's have a look at the mail, let's see what we got. Yeah, sure, we'll accept an interview. There's no assessment so far. Don't think we need a rework. The best drivers. Maximise the performance car as quickly as possible. I think that's fine. You know, I think we're going to do that. Oh yes, we were going to have a look at our good friends over in the Haas team. Look at that. He's 3.5 stars already. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Well, I think he's a Ferrari affiliated driver. I just think this is gonna. Yeah, I think we can do this. I mean, yeah, you know, we do have excellent drivers in the sense you look at the braking, cornering, smoothness. He's a smooth operator, of course he is. Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz. His focus is good. His fitness, his feedback, consistency. He needs to be consistent. His adaptability is not exactly making so much there, but look at Charles Leclerc. He's just on another level. You know, 18, 18, 17, 17, 16, 20, 19. You know, he's just on that totally different level. The overtaking, we just, you need to have at least 17s all round, apart from feedback, probably, to be at the Ferrari team. And, you know, there's one man that can do that. There's one man that can do that right now, but it will take me so much to break his contract. He's a future world champion. He's a future world champion. The problem is with Valtteri, he just makes too many mistakes. So we are going to have a look. We're going to have to see what is around, because yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to have to go scouting. That's what we're going to have to do. Gonna have to go scouting, but Chief Scout is Jock Clear. Not too sure about that one there. I mean, Lewis Hamilton's contract ends at the end of 2022. 19 months left. I mean, this guy is the best driver in the game. But, well, let's have a look and see. We're going to have to wait and see what comes up. But I hope you enjoyed the Monaco Grand Prix. That is our second podium in a row. So we are definitely getting somewhere. And hopefully, before the next race, they're in 8 days and 5 hours. And also, hopefully, before the next race in Baku, we will have the car at maximum.